Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to thank you for joining us for this breakout session. I'm going to be your moderator today. My name is Lisa Jordan, and I will be leading the question and answer session later today. So during this breakout session, we're going to have a presentation by Sonia on healthy cooking online, eating healthy with $5. What's going to happen over this next hour? Sonia is going to share tips on how to live well and eat healthy foods without breaking the bank. Sonia is going to take you through some culinary healthy experience based on her 3-4-5 plan. That's how to make 3 meals for 4 people for $5 or less. They're simple, healthy meals for 4 servings that you can do anytime, anywhere. And at the end, we're going to wrap up with a question and answer session and give final thoughts from Sonia. During this presentation, we're going to follow the following housekeeping rules. We ask that everyone mute yourself because it may cause the speaker to jump across the screen. So we ask that you keep the microphones muted, and if you like to keep the video down, which will help if you're having problems with your internet. We ask that you send your questions through the chat box. If you're familiar with Zoom, then you just go to chat and find my name, Lisa Jordan, so that you can privately send your questions. I'm going to collect them and collate them so that we can present them at the question and answer section. And also, and finally, we have a general disclaimer that this session is intended for to be educational and information. It is not medical advice, and it's not intended to replace your doctor's advice. And with that, I'd like to turn the meeting over to my co-host, Darlynne, and she's going to introduce the program. So please welcome Darlynne.
Thank you, Lisa. I am so excited for Sonia. You guys are really in for a really good treat. Sonia Cervantes is a certified health coach and founder of Sonia's Healthy Corner. She holds a professional certificate in nutrition for optimal health, wellness, and sports from San Diego State University and a health coach certificate from Dr. Sears Wellness Institute. She's actively involved in the San Diego community, helping individuals, families, and organizations become healthier. Through her educational workshops and cooking classes, she empowers individuals to take care of their health by adopting simple lifestyle changes they can apply on a daily basis to live healthier, happier lives. Her focus is based on 4 areas, which are lifestyle, exercise, attitude, and nutrition. Sonia's work with the San Diego community has led to collaboration with organizations like Mana de San Diego, the San Diego Regional Chamber of Commerce, Crop Center, the Rock Church, San Diego City College, Bonita Family Resource Center, and San Diego Care Center. Wow, her resume is quite impressive. Her mission is to help grow healthy communities by going back to basics and keeping it simple. I know you guys are in for a treat. Please welcome our very good friend, Sonia. Welcome, Sonia.
Thank you, Darlynne, for a great introduction. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining this session. It is a true honor to be a part of Live Well Advanced this year. And I know this year has been very difficult for all of us. There's been a lot of challenges for us and our loved ones, from financial hardship to health concerns. It has impacted pretty much everybody that we know. I want to invite you to just remain hopeful, become resilient, and focus on the things that you can control. There are a lot of things that we cannot control, but we can control the way we think. We can control the way we react. We can control the way we take care of ourselves. the way we eat. Now more than ever, health is a big deal. So I understand that family struggles to put food on their tables because of financial hardship. So food insecurity is very real in our communities. But I am also very happy that events like this take place, because this is the place where people and organizations come together to provide you with the necessary resources to become a better you. There's also a misconception that eating healthy is expensive and boring. Let's admit it. We all think that eating healthy is boring. But I'm here to show you that doesn't have to be that way. That shouldn't be the case. It's as easy as 3, 4, 5. I'm going to show you 3 meals, 4 servings, under $5. Let's get started. We're going to start with breakfast. Some of you might have been able to download the PDF. There's 2 recipes in the portal. The other one I couldn't upload, so it'll be shared with you in the chat, but we're going to start with breakfast. And with that being said, we are going to make a pumpkin oatmeal. We're going to start simmering 2 cups of water in a medium pot. But what I want to share with you is the ingredients that I am going to use and how inexpensive this is. Okay, we're going to use rolled oats, which I bought a pound for $1.09. Now, pumpkin's in season, so it's inexpensive. I got this for $1.25. You might be able to find it cheaper than that. Oh, you can even find it at the 99-cent store. I got the cinnamon for 99 cents. And then we're also going to need either honey or maple syrup to sweeten our oatmeal. And guess what? I got the honey for $1.99. Now, almost everybody has either cinnamon or honey in their pantry. So I wouldn't even add to the recipe cost, but if you need to buy it, you have options. You can add maple syrup instead of honey. This is a little more expensive. You can still find a good deal. But bottom line is, the total cost of this recipe, ching, is $4.56, guys. And I'm sorry, I'm not adding the tax, and I'm not gonna go there. So, okay, let's go and get this started. So we're simmering our water. And then what we're gonna do right now is we are going to add 1.5 cups of rolled oats. Now, this is halfway because I already made the end product. With the interest of time, I might not have time to show you the whole end product here, but I made it so you guys can appreciate it. So obviously, this is a pound. This will last you more than this recipe. Actually, I think a pound serves like 5 cups of rolled oats. So that's pretty good, I would say. That's more than 1 breakfast. So we're gonna do 1.5 cups of rolled oats. And our simmering water, we're gonna increase this. Okay. And then we're just going to stir our pot. Now, I know most of you know how to make oatmeal, and that's pretty cool. But the fun part of this is that we're gonna use pumpkin. And as you know, this time of the year, there's pumpkin everything. Pumpkin latte, pumpkin cheesecake, pumpkin pie, even pumpkin cocktails. So this is gonna be a pumpkin oatmeal. And why am I saying this? Because at the end of my session, at the end of this segment, Lisa Jordan will kindly share with us the benefits and the properties of the ingredients that I'm using. Pumpkin is very healthy for you. Actually, all of these ingredients have benefits for your body. Okay, so we're gonna let it simmer here around 5 minutes before we add anything else. Obviously, we continue stirring. Once it thickens up and it absorbs the liquid, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if it needs more water. It really depends what kind of stove you're using, obviously. So for now, we continue stirring. And again, in the interest of time, I wish I have the time to go through all the details, but what's gonna happen is once this thickens up and it absorbs the water and the liquid, if it doesn't need more water, I don't add any more water. But what I will do is I will add the cinnamon. And we are going to add half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Now that's not a lot, but I can tell you it'll give it a great flavor. So we're gonna sprinkle it on top. And by the way, this makes it smell a lot like the holidays. You know when you buy those candles that smell like pumpkin and apple spice, and cinnamon, that's exactly what it smells. And you guys can see, I don't know how much can you see on this, but basically we just start stirring the, sorry, it gets upset if I take the pot away from the stove. Oh my God, it starts smelling like Christmas, guys. Okay, so again, we continue stirring as it absorbs the water. And then once it absorbs the water for around 8 to 10 minutes, let's pretend this has been here for 8 to 10 minutes, then our next step is to add the pumpkin puree. And that's super simple. As you see, I didn't buy the whole pumpkin, I just got the puree. Open the can, and then we're gonna use 3/4 of a cup. Now, again, this, I have leftovers. This has like 2 cups. So I still have pumpkin puree if I wanna make something else. Maybe put it in a smoothie or maybe put it in a pie. Okay, so we're gonna add this pumpkin puree and we're gonna make it very, very orangey. So as you can see, super simple, okay? Oh, it's gonna cry because I took it off. We gotta stir it. Just mix everything in there, basically. Just continue stirring. That's probably the hardest part of this recipe, continue stirring. So we're gonna continue doing that until it gets all absorbed and orange. And then we're gonna turn off our stove, and then we're gonna let it sit in here for 8 minutes, 10 minutes, however you see that it's absorbing the liquids. And we'll come back to it after 8 minutes and see how it is. And our last step is going to be to add either the maple syrup or the honey. It's your preference. I can tell you, both of them can sweeten your oatmeal and offer you a lot of benefits. And I'm talking about maple syrup, the real maple syrup, not the high fructose corn syrup. This is the one that comes from the sap of a tree, which is full of antioxidants. And Lisa will go over a little more on the properties. Honey, same thing, antibacterial. So either one of those. And I have here the right amount, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. All I do is I just add to it. And if you like to smell that maple syrup sweetness, this is very, very caramelly. God, I wish you guys could smell this, but too bad, you gotta make it. Oh my God, it's so good. So this will sit here and it will conclude the way we make our recipe. So close your eyes, open your eyes, do like Wonder Woman. And here it is. So this is your breakfast. Nutritious and healthy. You can get creative. You can add whatever you want to your oatmeal. You can add fruit. You can add bananas. You can add apples. You can add nuts, walnuts, almonds, cranberries, raisins, flaxseed. Possibilities are endless. Why do I mention this? Because really, you want a breakfast that is full of nutrients and is balanced. And if you have a good breakfast, if that's the first meal of your day, that will help you be more energized, but it would also help you with your mood, and it will help you just go out there and deal with the stress of the day. So my recommendation is always aim for a nutritious breakfast. And Lisa, would you do me the honors to talk about the benefits? And you can mute me, so I'm gonna sweep this out of the way.
Okay, great. Good job, Sonia. I will admit that I used to add pumpkin pie spice to my oatmeal. And I will confess that I was about today's years old when I realized from Sonia that you could put real pumpkin into oatmeal. Who knew? But pumpkin, it adds to the taste of your oatmeal, and it's healthy for you. Pumpkin is high in vitamins and minerals, especially beta-carotene, which is converted into vitamin A, so it's good for your eyes and it's good for your immune health, which we could all use these days. Also, rolled oats are complex carbs. They are rich in fiber, high in protein, and healthy fat. It's rich in antioxidants, which might help reduce your blood pressure and cholesterol. Cinnamon helps with lowering your blood sugar, and you can use it in small amounts. And finally, maple syrup or honey. Real maple syrup is anti-inflammatory and an antioxidant. Honey is an antioxidant and it's an antibacterial. It is also a cough suppressant. So if you're trying to boost your immune system, this would be a great option for you. It's quick, easy, and convenient. And I love the pumpkin pie smell of it. It just really enhances the experience. And I'd also like to point out that the sooner that you, the earlier you start learning to cook healthy and understand the ingredients and how they impact your immune system and your daily life, that it is, that you will do this throughout your life. So one of the things that Sonia does is she teaches kids healthy cooking classes. And I will send you some information through the chat about her classes for kiddos. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Sonia so that she can continue with the second demonstration.
Okay, am I unmuted?
Yes, you are.
Okay, cool. Sorry. Technology, guys, we're keeping it real. That's the truth. I mean, this is not a studio. And disclaimer, I'm not a chef. I'm just a foodie that loves to eat. So if I'm gonna eat, might as well eat healthy, right? So I can live longer and happier and I can continue eating. So with that being said, let's do lunch. Okay, cool. So for lunch, we are going to have cauliflower ceviche. And I know what you're thinking, ugh, cauliflower. Well, hello, cauliflower has been in the radar for many years now. There's a big buzz about cauliflower. Cauliflower tacos, cauliflower rice, toasted cauliflower, cauliflower everything. And there's a reason for that. And Lisa will share that with you when I finish my cooking demo. Okay, so when I made this, fun fact, the first time I made this, I made it for my husband. I mean, you know, because he's my guinea pig and I was just experimenting and he'll eat it anyway because there's nothing else to eat. So I made it and he's like, oh, this is pretty good. It's kind of crunchy. What kind of fish is this? And I'm like, okay, well, it's cauliflower. So anyway, you'll be the judge when you make it, but I can say it's pretty good. Here's what I need you to focus on. How much are we gonna spend? Okay, this is a big basket with a lot of things. And we're gonna use, obviously, our cauliflower. We're gonna use limes. I'm not gonna use the jalapeno, sorry guys. You guys can do that. I just can't eat spicy food, I just can't. I mean, I could, I just don't like it. And we're gonna use cucumbers, tomatoes, 1 red onion, actually not even one. We're just gonna use a little bit of the red onion, and then cilantro. Now, we're not gonna use all of this except for the cauliflower. But here's what I want you to see. This was 99 cents. Now, I understand not everybody goes to the 99-cent store. I get it. However, if you buy in season, if you buy local, and if you look for the specials on the different grocery stores, you can definitely find good deals. So the whole thing of cilantro, which I'm not going to use, 99 cents. Cucumbers, I only need 1. I found 1, 2, 3, 4, geez, 5. I can't count anymore. 4 for 99 cents. I only need 1. Now you might put 2 because they're kind of small. It's all good. Tomatoes. I only need 2 cups of tomatoes, which is probably going to be 4. This package was 99 cents and it has 6. So I'm not going to use them all. The cauliflower, same thing, 99 cents. This, I think I paid 30 cents because it was, I don't know how many per pound, however I prorated it, but I'll give you the right numbers. This, 99 cents. How many limes you have in here? And then all of this onions for 99 cents. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Really? I mean, that's a lot. So again, yes, we are going to use some of this for our recipe, but not the whole thing. So ready, ready, ready? Check, 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 ching. This comes to a total of $4.42. Isn't that awesome? So this is probably going to serve more than 4 portions, by the way, and it makes for a great lunch. So let's get started. What I want to share with you is, again, because of the interest of time, I cannot go through the whole details on chopping and stuff. I'm sure all of you guys know how to chop stuff, but I want to share some tips to chop this cauliflower because it's tough. So I found an easier way. So you see the whole head, right? So what we do is we pretty much peel the core. And by the way, you can use the core. This is healthy too. You can use these leaves for soup or for a smoothie or a puree, or you can get creative. Or if you grow your own vegetables, you can use it for compost. So I'll leave it here for my friend that grows some vegetables. Okay, so this is washed, by the way. So the first thing is to wash it. Then we remove the core as much as we can. And then with our fabulous knife, what we're gonna do is we are going to cut this in half. Ha! Look how pretty. Isn't that awesome? It looks like a little brain. Anyway, so that's half. And then we are gonna cut in quarters. Okay. So once we have the quarters, this is going to come so much easier. And I'm sorry, it's going to be messy. But you know what? It's fun, especially if you're cooking at home with your family together, the kids. Maybe you can put them to clean afterwards. You made the food and then they can clean. It's just an idea. Okay, so you cut all that. And you see, it has clean florets. They're all over the place, by the way. I'm going to put this on the side because I just wanted to show you how they come off super easy. Now, again, because of the interest of time, I am not going to have time to show you all this, but what I want to show you is an easier way to core this, because for our ceviche, we need to have really small pieces of these florets. Now, if you have a food processor or an electric shredder or whatever, that's fine. Not all of us do. And we're trying to make it simple here. So you can use this shredder, or you can use anything that you can think, but definitely this shredder is super easy. Now, what you do is obviously the ones that are super, super small, those you can cut with a knife, because I don't want you to cut yourself. Believe me, I've done that before. So you grab almost pretty much the medium size, and then you start shredding. And of course, you keep turning it so you don't shred your fingers. And this is probably the longest that is going to take you to do the cauliflower. Everything else is just chopping, 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 chopping away. Because remember, all of this is raw. So, Lisa, are you guys able to see how this comes out? Or should I lift it a little more?
Okay. Yes, I can see it.
Cool. Sorry, I see myself very, very small, so I don't know what you guys can see or not. So this is what we're going to do with the whole cauliflower, guys. And what we're going to do is we're going to toss it in our mixing bowl. And again, the smaller pieces, we really, really want to do those with a knife, because we do not want to cut ourselves. Okay? And then the next thing we're going to do is close our eyes, open our eyes, voila. Here's the cauliflower. So this is the whole cauliflower. That's a lot. And we're still have all the other ingredients. Oh my God. Okay, so what is next? Our cucumber. Our cucumber, we want our cucumber to be seedless. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the tips. We're gonna peel it. And again, I already cut it, I already peeled it, but I'm just gonna show you this for the interest of time, because I know you know how to peel a cucumber. But what I wanna show you is how to get rid of the seeds. Cut it in half. You see it has the seeds in there. And then I have this fabulous spoon that has a little serrated edge, but you can use any spoon. It's just easier with this one. So you just go in there and basically get rid of the seeds, and then obviously pretend this is peeled. Then you chop it away in smaller pieces, okay? So with that being said, close your eyes, open your eyes, and here's a cucumber. Drop it in here. I don't know about you guys, but I just love when I see the combination of colors. That's why I always say eat the rainbow. Well, first of all, eating the rainbow is good for you, but also it's just that visually it's so attractive. I mean, wouldn't you like to eat something that looks like this? I hope you say yes. Okay, next, let's move on. We are going to do our onion, and I don't know if you guys want me to chop an onion. I can definitely do that. I'll show you just how to do it, and then of course I already have it chopped. I'm gonna clean this area. Kind of messy. It's kind of messy, but it all goes in the same area. So, okay. So what we do is we leave the root on, and we just cut the tip. We peel it. Make sure we get that out of the way. You don't want to cry, of course. So we do peel as much as we can. And we're only going to use half a cup. So you can imagine that we're not going to use the whole onion. So lots of skin. You peel it as best as you can. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it in half because we're only going to use half a cup. So however that half is, right? It might be less than this. And then what you do is you cut in the direction of the little stripes, right? Like that. And then once you do that, it's just going to be so much easier for you to dice. Again, the hardest part, see the size? It's very thin. Now, if you don't think this is thin enough, then you can do another pass. So that's basically with the onion. And there you have it. Very pungent. But you know what? There's a reason why it's pungent, and this is actually good for you. Lisa will share that with you in a bit. So half a cup. Again, the recipe, I think the recipe for the cauliflower ceviche is in the PDF files over there. And chopping away, let's continue with our tomato. If you know how to cut tomato, good. If not, I'll tell you. We're gonna use only 2 cups. So roughly, if I have this size, it's probably gonna be 4 tomatoes. Same thing, we cut the tips. I just like to make it flat. And then I cut it in quarters. I don't want the seeds on this one either, just because I don't want the ceviche to become soggy. That's the reason why we took the seeds away from the cucumber. So as you can see, the seeds are in the middle. So what I do is with the knife, I just remove them. And then I proceed to discard that part. And then as I have them like this, I just start dicing. So no big deal, nothing out of the ordinary. It's just a little bit of a patience. Maybe you can put some music on while you start chopping. I wouldn't recommend watching anything because you want to pay attention when you use your knife. And here it is, 2 cups of diced tomatoes, fresh, super red. Ooh, super smelly, good. Well, talking about colors, check this out. It's starting to look nice. I have some audience over here. Doesn't it look nice? Cool. I promise I'll clean the mess afterwards. Okay, cool. What else? What are we missing, guys? What are we missing? You guys have the recipe. Oh, we're missing the cilantro. Okay, the cilantro, seriously, the whole thing. Oh, this stinks. Get upset if I touch it. The whole thing, we only need a quarter of a cup. So we have tons of cilantro to do salsa or things like that. This is a quarter of a cup. I already chopped it. And all we need to do, add it there. And our final step is our lime juice. You all know how to cut limes, so I'm not gonna go through that because of the interest of time. So this is a half a cup of lime juice. So what we're gonna do in this lovely color, we're just sprinkling it in there, the first half. And then we are going to mix the whole thing. So you have some purple, you have white, green, red. Just very colorful salad. Well, it is ceviche. I shouldn't call it salad, but it is salad because it's all fresh. And then you continue mixing, basically. Salt and pepper. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yes, the again, just because I didn't put it, it doesn't mean you don't have to if I didn't add it. You can add the jalapeno. I'm just not going to go there, but 50 cents or less than that. And salt and pepper to taste, or 1 teaspoon. If you struggle and you want to follow directions, 1 teaspoon, right? 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt, and to taste, just taste it. And it depends on what you feel that it needs more of one or the other, then you just keep adding. Okay, so let me get, this is the final product, so that's pretty cool. Now I need to find my plate where I am going to serve it. And I don't know where I put it. Oh, it's here. Okay, cool. This is very colorful too. So let's pretend this has, once it's ready, this has to go into the refrigerator. So all the flavors infuse the cauliflower. And at least you want it there for 20 minutes, 45 maybe, an hour. If you're too hungry, just do 20. But right now, let's pretend that this has been sitting in the refrigerator for at least 20 minutes. So we serve it, and I like to serve it with tostadas or on tostadas. And you guys can see. And you can even add other stuff, like you could add avocado or, you know, salsa. And I don't know, it's just an idea. But basically, there you go. There you have it. The cauliflower ceviche. And then Lisa, you can mute me now and you can share some of the benefits while I get ready for dinner.
Okay, great. Thanks, Sonia. That looked fabulous. I had a cooking teacher that always said, when you're making a great meal, first you feast with your eyes before you ever get people to actually taste it and feast with your mouth. So the bold colors, it's beautiful and it invites you. You look at it and the presentation and you would like to try it. And that's one of the things that is great about Sonia's cooking. So ceviche, the combination of ingredients are very healthy. Cauliflower, it's high in fiber and vitamin C and B. It has almost every vitamin and mineral that we need. It has antioxidants that protect against cancer and helps reduce inflammation and protect against heart disease. Tomatoes are full of vitamin C, potassium, folate, and vitamin K. It contains lycopene, which helps reduce the risk of heart disease and cancer. Vitamin C is very high. The cucumbers are great for hydration. They contain electrolytes, potassium, and they're good for detox and bone health. Red onions are anti-inflammatories. They improve your immunity and digestive system, and they're antibacterial. There's also cilantro, which is another anti-inflammatory and antioxidant, and it helps with digestion. Black pepper is antioxidants and antimicrobial. It helps with your digestion. And of course, lime juice, which is an antioxidant with vitamin C and B6. They all help with iron absorption. So, and it's also, I wanted to know, I sent out a message that if you're having trouble seeing Sonia's, the meal and the food, I recommend that you put her on speaker view and pin her video to the top so you can have a larger picture to see what she's actually doing on the screen. And with that, and also remember to, if you send me questions directly, if you have any questions about this demonstration or the first demonstration. And at this point, I will have Sonia come back for the third demonstration. And she will unmute herself.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, cool.
And in the interest of time, you have about 10 minutes before we need to break for the question answer.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, guys, dinner. What's for dinner? What's for dinner? Dinner is zucchini and squash saute. This is what we're going to use. Olive oil, almost everybody has it in your pantry, your staple. Italian herbs, 99 cents. Brown rice, 99 cents. You can replace this with quinoa or lentils if you're concerned about protein. Onion, garlic. This is also part of, I think, 2 or 3 for 99 cents. Garlic, super cheap. And I want you to check this out. This had 2, came 2 per bag. Look at the size of that. It's huge. Okay, 99 cents. Same thing with this. Look at the size. 2, 99 cents. Okay, the total for, ready? Check, 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 team. $4.22. And I can guarantee you it serves more than 4 people. Okay, let's jump on this. So what we're gonna do is we are going to heat up 3 tablespoons of olive oil in medium-high heat. Okay, hold on. Likes to cry. My hands are greasy, that's why. Okay, here we go. It heats up pretty quick because what we're gonna do is we're gonna saute our onion first, then our garlic, and then we are going to add our zucchini. So this is just a fun fact. If you guys didn't know what saute means, I think it's a French word that means to like actually do that. So, I said in Spanish, saltar. So the vegetables or whatever you're sauteing will be jumping, but no jumping in here. We're just gonna keep it, we're gonna keep it even keel. And then what we're gonna do is, we don't have time to cut the zucchini, but I'm sure you guys know how to cut the zucchini. Just cut it in pieces, dice it, and that will take care of it. And then what we're gonna do is just pretty much, well, actually I'm gonna cut it. I think I do have time. So I'm gonna cut this too pretty quickly. But in the meantime, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add half a cup of onion. So it starts sizzling in there. Because what we want is we want the onion to get caramelized. And you can start smelling that. Oh, I know he doesn't like it when I lift it. I keep forgetting him, I'm sorry. It's very sensitive. So hopefully you guys can appreciate from here. But basically what we're doing is we're caramelizing the onion, okay? Once this is caramelized, this is probably gonna take like 5 minutes, maybe 3 at this medium-high heat. Then we are going to add 4 cloves of garlic. And we're gonna continue stirring. Now this too are making it for a very fragrant smell. Okay, so basically that's all there is. Saute in olive oil. And then we are going to cut our zucchini. And I don't know if you can see me over there. So I'm gonna move over here. And the way we're gonna cut this is, we're gonna cut it in half. And it says half moons, but this half moons would be very big. So I'm just gonna do quarters because you don't want the big chunks. In the meantime, this is heating up and then it's caramelizing. We want the onion to be caramelized. So we continue stirring. And I don't know if you guys can hear it sizzle, but I can. So I can tell you it's sizzling. And then we just really quickly, while that's sauteing, we are going to cut our, these are not half moons, these are quarter moons. See? And this is exactly what we're gonna do with the zucchini. We follow exactly the same process. Super simple. Then we mix in our pan. Like I said, we're not gonna saute it, but we are gonna stir it. And we're gonna do the same thing with our yellow squash. God, I feel like I'm in one of those challenges where the chef needs to do things very quickly. Which I probably need to do that. Same thing with this. See how cute? And, okay, what do we do next? Well, we wanna add some spices. We wanna add Italian herbs, salt, and pepper. And here are some Italian herbs. Again, I just go by visually what I think it's gonna be good. If you want portions, do 1 teaspoon. Salt. And you can hear it. And pepper. We're gonna mix it, continue stirring. And then we are going to lower the temperature to a simmer, and we're gonna leave it here for around 8 to 10 minutes. We're gonna cover it so it cooks with its own steam. And we're gonna pretend 8 to 10 minutes. And I said we were gonna serve it with a bed of rice, which I made, and I recommend you pre-made. Make it according to the package, either if it's rice, lentils, or quinoa. And there you have it. That's our dinner. Take it away, Lisa.
That looks beautiful. So let's see. For the zucchini and the health benefits, hang on a second. My paper disappeared. Here we go. Now the zucchini and squash saute, olive oil. Olive oil is very important. It has healthy fats and it's anti-inflammatories and good for cardiovascular health. And the reason we emphasize a lot of the anti-inflammatories, it's because foods that cause inflammations causes underlying health problems for lots of people. So if you have random joint pain or pain in your arms or hands, or you get headaches and stuff, a lot of this may be due to the foods that you're eating. And so anytime you can get a good, tasty anti-inflammatory, it's great for you. So olive oil is a good one. Yellow onions have fiber, antioxidants, and it is good for the digestive system. It's an antibacterial and has the vitamins A, C, and K. Garlic is great. In addition to scaring off vampires, it has antioxidants, it's antibacterial, and it helps reduce cholesterol. It's great for detoxification, and it helps control blood pressure. Yellow squash is high in antioxidants, vitamin A and C, and promotes healthy digestion. Zucchini is also high in antioxidants, vitamin A, and good for your digestion, along with having lots of fiber, potassium, and it helps lower your cholesterol and blood pressure. And pepper is an antioxidant too. So these are all great foods that are healthy and you can use in different variations. So at this time, we would like to take some questions.
Lisa, I want to say something because I think we'll have like 3 minutes for questions. Okay. So first of all, I want to thank everybody for joining this session. Don't let it stop here. If you have any questions that we don't get to because of the time, I'm sorry, but you know, these virtual things are, you know, they're just really, they caught you right on the, at the time, at the peak of the hour. And I think this one needs to cut in like 2 minutes. So if I don't get to your questions, please, please, please feel free to email me. You have my information there. I have the questions in the chat. It's being saved. I'll get back to you. But at this point, I just want to thank you all. I want to invite you. I hope you got inspired to make these recipes. If not, you know, create your own and see cooking not just as a way of making food, but a way to improve your health, build your immunity, and most important, to spend time, quality time with your family and enhance your relationships. I want to thank Lisa Jordan, and I want to thank Darlynne Menkin from Where You Want to Be Tours and Out of the Ordinary. Those are great tour companies, and now that everything goes virtual, they could really help you with a great experience. So go ahead for whatever 2 minutes that we have, Lisa.
Okay, great. I think we got about 6. So one question that came up several times is people wanted to know where specifically can they find the recipes that you did today? And I know you posted some.
Two of them are in the virtual portal that you guys are in. There's a document section there that says PDF. So 2 of the files are there. One of them Lisa can share with you. If not, I can share with you. So just tell me the names and I'll share with you, but there should be in the portal.
Okay. The next one is that we noticed that you bought cauliflower by the bulk. But what if you're just you're one person trying to do weekly meal planning, or you 1 or 2. So the questions are this: is it cheaper to buy by bulk or to buy pre-cut veggies like rice, cauliflower, or something?
Definitely by bulk. You got to remember there's a lot of work. I shouldn't say a lot of work, but there's work. So obviously you're going to pay for that. So buy it in bulk. It's okay. Cauliflower, whatever you have left over, you can make rice cauliflower. You can make other things, and it sits well in your refrigerator for at least 4 or 5 days.
Okay. And people also noticed that you use canned pumpkin. So the question is this: is fresh pumpkin better than canned pumpkin? And if you have to choose between canned pumpkin and frozen pumpkin, which would you recommend?
Definitely fresh is always better. That's going to be your choice. And because of the properties and the benefits that it has, they get compromised once you cook it or you do something with it, right? Frozen would be my second choice. And then third, definitely can. Now, if you can buy organic, it's only like 10 cents more. So yeah, those 3 options.
Okay. And then they wanted to know where can they find more information about the recipes or other types of different recipes and information.
Definitely, you guys can go to my social media portals. I have a YouTube channel under Sonia's Healthy Corner. I have a bunch of other recipes in there. And then I'm also doing workshops. You know, I do corporate wellness and cooking for families and kids. So if you register and subscribe to this event, I have your information and I can let you know when I'm going to do another workshop. I actually have one coming up that is foods that fight the flu. And I will also make a recipe so you can have your own cold cough syrup that is natural.
Okay. And also, there were a lot of these foods are anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and things like that. So what would be the top 3 that you should keep in your kitchen for health and versatility?
Okay, I can tell you of the ones that I made here, obviously cauliflower is like one of the tops because it has almost every vitamin and mineral that your body needs. But to put everything individually, I wouldn't do it just because you got to understand that eating healthy is like a symphony. It's not just a one-man show. It's not just one superfood. It's a combination and the synergy of all the different colors and properties put together. So of the ones that I use here, pretty much all of them have those properties, but they're individually are better for certain things than other. For example, the cauliflower is a cruciferous. Cruciferous have compounds that help you fight against breast cancer, prostate cancer, lung cancer. Then you have the garlic. The garlic has antibacterial. It's higher than any of the other ones that I talked about. So I would say don't focus too much and don't stress too much on superfoods. Just eat as many as fresh foods that you can, as many colors that you can.
Okay. And finally, are there any tips that you would give to newbies who are new to cooking or new to the healthy aspect of it, so how they can get started?
I would say chill, relax, experiment, get creative. Who cares? I mean, you make something that you like, and if it didn't taste very good that time, well, you make it again, and then you acquire those tastes. You know, taste bud keeps changing. So then you start recognizing, and you become a foodie like me. I mean, you don't have to be a chef. It's okay. And there's so much information out there for different recipes. So I would say don't get too caught on being perfect. Just experiment.
Okay, great. So I think we have about 30 seconds. So I sent the link to Sonia's website, and you can also follow up through this site and ask her more questions about the presentations or about her website and her services. So with that,
Thank you, everybody.
thank you all for coming. We appreciate it. I hope you had as much fun as we did. And so Sonia, those were excellent dishes. Someone asked if they were very filling since they were all rich.
Nutrient dense. Focus on the fiber. That will fill you up, and you will lose weight, even if you don't want to.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. And I think with that, we'll go ahead and end our session.
Okay.
But have a great day. Great job, Sonia.